What's going on, guys, and welcome to Season 2 of our Minnesota Vikings series. For those of you that just clicked on the video for the gameplay itself, you can go ahead fast forward to 4 minutes and 20 seconds. That's where the gameplay would begin. For those of you that are here and will actually want to hear everything that I did differently with this team in the offseason, what happened, stick right where you're at. I'm about to go over all that stuff right now. So, free agency is the first thing that always happens in the offseason. If you didn't know that already, now you know. We had no money to play around with at all with this team because their cap penalty is in the negative. With guys like Kirk Cousins and Harrison Smith, and I believe Daniil Hunter also, you can expect to have a situation like that. However, we did have a multitude of draft picks, I should say. We had a first, second, third, and like three fourth round picks. I ended up trading away the first three picks, the first round, and second round, and third round. I'll go over that in a second. What I traded those away for. But the picks that I did draft, all those fourth round picks and fifth and sixth, you see it all turned into offensive linemen. Spencer Brown ended up turning into the best pick of them all. In this league, I'm able to put superstar abilities on one rookie of my choosing. I ended up picking Spencer Brown because when I looked at this team in the offseason, they really struggled at offensive line. Offensive line was the area that we of most concerned, honestly, to me. So went ahead and took care of that. Spencer Brown does end up having superstar abilities because, like I said, we were able to put superstar abilities on him. 70 overall. Could have gotten better with my first, second, or third round pick if I would have kept it. Would have probably been able to draft a guy that already had that ability on him. But once you find out what I ended up trading it away for, I feel like you'll understand why I made the trade that I did. So, I communicated with the Washington football team owner. If you follow the other series, you know the football team is my favorite team in the NFL. This is not the trade I made by it, however. So he actually ended up putting up a couple players on the block that I was interested in. He ended up putting, they were all defensive players. He put up the ones that I ended up getting, he put up Montez Sweat and Jonathan Allen. I was like, yo, I want Jonathan Allen and Montez Sweat. What do you want for it? I was initially going to give him a first round this year, a second round, and a second round for next year's draft, but he said, no, I want a 1, 2, 3 all this year. So I was like, all right, whatever, cool. I'll go ahead and send that to you, and I get to keep my two for next year also. So ended up adding them onto the team, and I thought this defense was good last year when I just replaced Obenjobi and Zettel. Those are literally the two guys that they end up replacing. I was going to replace them in the draft, but when I saw those guys on the block, I was like, I got to go for them right now. As you looking at Montez Sweat right now, so I'm definitely expecting a lot out of this Vikings defense right now. I kind of answered the question that I needed to fix on the offensive line with getting Spencer Brown out of the draft. Like I said, I think I ended up going to him. But like I said, he does end up getting superstar abilities on him, so it wasn't a total loss. I ended up drafting a superstar player with my fourth round pick, so it's not all bad. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, taking a look at the offense right now, it's still a little bit of question marks. I'm thinking this year you're going to see a lot more of Irv Smith Jr. than you are Kyle Rudolph, just because Kyle Rudolph is kind of getting up there in age, and Smith Jr. is a lot faster, and I could probably stretch the field a lot more out if I put him out versus Kyle Rudolph in like long distance situations, like when I need him to actually run. Um, but I'm still going to be using Kyle Rudolph a lot just because he has 93 freaking catching. Like, he's a go-to guy. As you're looking at the defense right here, this is what I'm proud of. I mean, look at the defense. Just look at it. It's beautiful. Eric Kendricks had an amazing year last year. Ended up making the Pro Bowl and got a dev upgrade. So I ended up missing his X Factor game, but he ended up getting the abilities. The one that shocked me, though, I was not expecting Anthony Barr. Anthony Barr, as you see right here, he got superstar abilities. Secure tackler is one of them. I had to wait till he gets to 85 overall to unlock the other one to see what that is. But I was not expecting to see him go up in dev trade at all. This defense was already beast before. Now Kendricks has his abilities. Now freaking Anthony Barr has his abilities. I added freaking Montez Sweat and Jonathan Allen. This defense is scary. So, anyways, here we are, week number 1, getting ready to go up against the Arizona Cardinals, and this is the perfect team to test my defense out on. Kyler Murray, DeAndre Hopkins. I think Larry Fitzgerald retired by now. Um, but unfortunately, we are going to be starting things out on offense. So I ended up taking the ball in the end zone. I'm going to go ahead and take a knee there. Starting things off, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Our offense's first drive. And we're going to start with a carry to Dalvin Cook. He's able to pick up 6 yards. Second and 4 from the 31-yard line. Cousins in the shotgun, going to drop back to throw. Looking for a deep shot, don't see anything open. Try to check it down to Justin Jefferson, and Isaiah Simmons is able to blow that one up. Way to read that one. Isaiah Simmons, you see, with the superstar abilities. Apparently, he had a really good year last season also. Third and short, we end up connecting with Justin Jefferson. Unfortunately, he's unable to get the first down. Brings up a 4th and 1, and I guess you would call this a fullback dive or fullback power or whatever, because Chris Ham is at the up back position. But he's able to pick up the first down for us. 1st and 10 from the 47. We're going to run the jet, or up to the 47. We're going to run the jet sweep with Justin Jefferson's able to get the first down for us. Keep the 6 moving. 1st and 10 from there. We're going to hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook again. Dalvin had an amazing playoff run. Looking to see what he can do year two here. I'm very excited. Another guy who had an amazing playoff run. Adam Thielen, Cousins connected with him early down to the 25-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 25. We're going to try to hit Kyle Rudolph. He ends up getting hit while he's trying to bring the ball in. That 93 catching didn't show up there. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Cousins ends up connecting with Justin Jefferson. Hoping to say his name a lot this year. I definitely would love to get Justin Jefferson's up in dev trait this year. 2nd and 6 from the 11-yard line. I'm going to hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook, our go-to guy down here in the red zone, and especially inside the 10. Gets the first carry, brings up 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 5. He ends up getting into the end zone for the first points and the first touchdown of the, what is this, 2020 NFL season. So like I was saying, this year, oh my God, I'm hoping to upgrade the wide receiver position. Upgraded the defense for sure here in season 2. Hoping the rest of the season 2, we're able to upgrade the offense a lot. On 1st down, Danielle Hunter is making his presence known, stopping Kenyon Drake in the backfield for a loss of 1. 3rd and 8, Kyler Murray drops back to throw, looking across the middle and almost threw the ball directly. Well, he did throw the ball directly to Anthony Barr, just unable to make the catch. And on 4th and 8, the Cardinals looking like they're about to go for it. Can't do that in this league. That's breaking the rules. End up calling the timeout and end up calling the punt. Horrible punt by him, and I don't know why Dye decided to catch the ball. He almost died and dropped my ball. If he would have dropped the ball there, I probably would have cut him. 1st and 10, not literally, just from the team. 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Cousins rolling out to his right, ends up finding Irv Smith Jr. for a gain of 7 down to the 35-yard line. 2nd and 3, keeping the ball in the air, ends up connecting with Justin Jefferson. Like I said, I'm hoping that we can get a scenario coming up soon here for Justin Jefferson. On 1st and 10, we're going to go right back to Justin Jefferson, puts a move on Isaiah Simmons in the open field, and gets into the end zone for the first passing touchdown of the year. And he's going to strike a pose. Okay, Justin, this is your season. This is your season, my dude. Go ahead, go off, go crazy, get the superstar, get a scenario, please. That would be amazing. I'd love that. Anyway, 14-point lead in the first quarter. This Vikings defense right back on the field. 1st and 10. Who is that? Eric Wilson, a name I wasn't expecting to call this year, is able to come in for a stop of 1 yard on 1st down. 2nd and 11. Eric Kendricks is there to plug the hole. 3rd and 8. Kyler Murray out running the ball, rolls out to his left, is chased down by Montez Sweat, gets hit, and he fumbles the ball. Lucky for him, it goes out of bounds. 4th and 7, however, the Cardinals are going to go for this one. Has a wide open tight end, and he's able to connect with Murray's able to connect with him to the 43-yard line. You're not allowed to do this stuff. I mean, technically he's supposed to punt in that situation, but I mean, I ended up finding out later that I technically ended up breaking the rules by going for it on that 4th and 1. So at this point, I was just like, all right, whatever. This is his way of trying to get back. Plus, I didn't care because I'm trying to test out this defense, man. I've been waiting to play this game for so freaking long because of this defense right now. I've never been so happy to see this. There's so much potential with this defense. 3rd and 6, Kyler Murray ends up finding Kirk across the middle. Kind of upset that he ended up getting that rack animation there. I thought I was there in position for the swat. 1st and 10, Murray rolling out to his right. And Harrison Smith in pursuit there. Luckily, he was able to get out of bounds. Harrison Smith still hits him. Luckily, there was no penalty there. 2nd and 4 from the they're giving the ball to Kenyon Drake gets the game down to the 33-yard line. 3rd and 2, runs the bubble screen to Kirk, and brings up another 4th down, 4th and 3 from the 34-yard line. Murray in this offense still going to go for it. They hand the ball off to Kenyon Drake, and Madden Karma's a bitch. He ends up running into the back of his offensive alignment and falls down short of the first down marker. And we get the ball back like we should have had it on that 4th and 8. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line. Kirk Cousins is going to take a quick shot across the middle to Adam Thielen, and Adam Thielen's able to pick up the first down, gets up and shows his first down. What is that? His celebration. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Kirk Cousins dropped back for days, ends up trying to throw the ball late to Justin Jefferson. Luckily, it's not intercepted. It's only knocked down to the ground. Brings up a 2nd and 10. We hand the ball off to our workhorse in the playoffs. Dalvin Cook's able to get us to a 3rd and manageable. Kirk Cousins drops back to throw, finds his man, Adam Thielen across the middle, gets the game down inside the 10-yard line for a first down. First and goal from the 9. Cousins drops back to throw, looking for his man C.J. Ham, throwing the pass to C.J. Ham. We didn't say that at all last year. Luckily, it wasn't intercepted, and we actually ended up drawing a pass interference. 1st and goal from the 3-yard line, running the jet sweep with Justin Jefferson, and again, he's in the end zone for his 2nd touchdown. Come on, man. Justin Jefferson's doing his thing, doing his dance in the end zone. Please, Madden, please unlock a freaking scenario for him. I swear, if we are able to get him the superstar abilities, this offense will be deadly. Our only competition would end up being the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but we'll talk about them later. 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Kyler Murray on the field for his 3rd possession. Gets out of the pocket and makes 2 Vikings defenders look stupid in the open field, making them run into each other. Puts a move on Eric Kendricks and gets brought down at the 34-yard line by Mike Hughes. Amazing scramble and building by Kyler Murray. We got to do better with that. That was just horrible users. Anyway, 2nd and 10. Harrison Smith has a huge pass break up there on the wide receiver. On 1st and 10. 2nd and 10 comes back and gets another huge pass break up, bringing up 3rd and 10 from the 34-yard line. Murray drops back to throw, ends up finding the receiver. He gets separated from the ball, and the Vikings just play hot potato with the ball, and the Cardinals are going for it again on 4th and long. 4th and 10 across the middle, ends up trying to hit his tight end. He caught the ball, and he was just a great knockout by I think it was a linebacker on that time. And it's another turnover. 1st and 10, running the Wildcat read option with Justin Jefferson, gets a huge gain up to the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, we hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook, who turns the corner, has a lot of space to run, ends up picking up well over 25 yards down to the 19-yard line. Not 25, yeah. Anyways, 2nd and 10 from the 19-yard line. 44 seconds left in the first half. Vikings with a chance to go up 3 scores, taking a deep shot towards the end zone. Adam Thielen's unable to make the catch. If he was able to hold on to it, he would have been down at the 1, maybe the 2-yard line. 3rd and 10, Cousins drops back to throw. It's hit as he's thrown, and the ball falls incomplete. Bring on Dan Bailey to kick the field goal, and barely hooks it left. And the Vikings come all the way down the field for nothing. Yeah, I messed up on the kick meter there. That was all on me. 1st and 10, Anthony Barr, huge hit on the tight end, who was able to make the catch, only gained 1 yard. 2nd and 9, Murray's under pressure, and he goes down between Danielle Hunter and Jonathan Allen, combining on the sack right there. Jonathan Allen and Montez Sweat have already proven their worth. That was an amazing trade. Got those 1st, 2nd, and 3rd round picks for those 2 guys. Game changers. Anyways, 4th and 17. Finally, the Cardinals are going to punt the ball. Just like the last one, this is another short punt. Cardinals end up down in it at the 45-yard line. Kirk Cousins with 11 seconds to work with on the clock, taking a deep shot for his guy, Adam Thielen, who comes away with the catch down to the 22-yard line. Vikings call timeout, bringing Dan Bailey back on the field for another field goal, and this time Dan Bailey's able to knock it down. Not right down the middle, but hey, it went in through the uprights, giving the Vikings a 24-point lead with 1 second left in the first half. Going to go ahead and squib this kick, and hopefully they don't return this all the way for a 6, and they won't. First half is done. Vikings with a 24-point lead. I'm loving the way this defense is looking. They played a shutout game this first half. Offense has done their job. Besides the one drive that we've had to try to settle for a field goal and Dan Bailey didn't come away with it, we've moved the ball very well this entire game. Very excited with how things are going. Definitely expecting a stop here coming out of the second half with the Cardinals starting with the ball. And that's exactly what we get. Oh, we had the opportunity for it. He jurtled right into a hit stick. It was supposed to be a hit stick fumble by Harrison Smith, but he jurtled away from me. Ended up paying for it with another by another defender, but he ends up getting the ball away. 1st and 10, Murray with days to throw the ball. Ends up finding Kirk late downfield. Harrison Smith makes the tackle and makes it even worse with the freaking face mask. They're going to go ahead and accept this penalty and get down to the 14-yard line. 1st and 10, Cardinals first snaps inside the red zone at all. Coming in the second half of the game, 2nd and 7, they're going to hand the ball off to Drake. He's able to get a gain of 3 up to the 7-yard line. 3rd and 3, Kyler Murray drops back to throw, ends up connecting with Andy and Isabella in the corner of the end zone on Holton Hill. And he is able to get into the end zone for the touchdown, and the Cardinals are going to decide to go for 2 here in this situation. Kyler Murray with trips to his right, drops back to throw, and he ends up looking to his left, ends up connecting late with Kenyon Drake out of the backfield, and he's in for the 2-point conversion successful. Like I said before in my offseason looking at this team, I feel like the weakest part that you could say, if you're going to say anything is weak about my defense, is probably my cornerback position. I mean, safety-wise, we're good. Defensive line, we're amazing. Linebackers, don't even play with my linebackers. It's just those corners that I have questions about still this season. Anyway, 2nd and 7, Kirk Cousins drops back to throw, rolls out to his right, looking deep for Adam Thielen. Isaiah Simmons in coverage, and Adam Thielen's able to come away with the catch. And Adam Thielen is in the zone. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Are we going to look for Adam Thielen? 19 is his number. Nope, we end up going for Justin Jefferson in the back of the end zone, who's able to come away with the catch, just unable to get a foot down inbounds, or 2 feet down inbounds to complete it. 2nd and 10 from the 19, we end up going to number 19, Adam Thielen. He's able to make the catch down to the 7-yard line. 1st and goal from the 7, we hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook. He's only able to gain 1 yard. 2nd and goal from the 6, we go right back to that jet sweep that's been working so well for us today, and it's still working for us here in the 3rd quarter. Justin Jefferson is able to get into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown of the day. Huge game for Justin Jefferson. I'm expecting Madden. I'm expecting a scenario for Justin Jefferson soon, very soon. 38-8, Kyler Murray back on the field. I guess that they can count the last drive as a win. I personally wouldn't, because their offense has been pretty stagnant this entire game. First thing, he's going to take a deep shot for Holton. He almost took the deep shot for Holton Hill, and Holton Hill is unable to make that catch. Had the interception in his hands, he just freaking dropped it. 3rd and 6 from the 24-yard line after the Kenyon Drake run. Kyler Murray in the office, they took too long. We're going to go ahead and accept that penalty and make it a 3rd and 11. Kyler Murray drops back to throw, taking a deep shot for Andy Isabella. Why is Harrison Smith in coverage on him? He's too fast for Harrison Smith. Harrison Smith has like 87 speed. I don't like. He's too slow for anybody. He could probably guard a running back maybe. Kyler Murray decides to go for the 2-point conversion again. He ends up completing to his tight end Everett, I think it is Tyler Everett, something like that. Comment down below if I'm wrong on that. And he runs out of the end zone. He had the catch and he just ran out of the end zone. And Madden, I guess, said nope, the ball never crossed the chalk line, so no good, no 2-point conversion. 34-14, we're taking a deep shot to Adam Thielen. He's unable to make the catch, but draws the pass interference, which is just as good. 1st and 10, we try to go right back to Thielen. He has doubled me. I didn't think that corner was going to drop back underneath of that. I thought he was going to take the flat route that was in front of him, but he ends up knocking the ball out of Adam Thielen's hands. 2nd and 10 from the 29, we hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook. 3rd and 7, right back to Dalvin Cook off the left side, and he's brought down after a gain of 1 yard. 4th and 6, we're going to go for it here. We end up taking a shot, finding Justin Jefferson, who's been open for us all day, mainly on the jet sweep, but he's out here running routes for us also, and he's able to make the catch, continue this Vikings drive. Down to the 11-yard line, 2nd and 4, 14 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Right back to the jet sweep. It's been working amazing, and finally the Cardinals are able to snip this one out. Stops Justin Jefferson maybe after a gain of 1. I think he actually ended up losing a yard. 3rd and 8, Kirk Cousins drops back to throw, ends up finding Irv Smith Jr. I told you you're going to see a lot of him this year. I'm going to be looking to develop him also. Between these two guys, one of them's got to get a depth scenario. On 1st and goal, we're stopped in the backfield for a loss. Second and goal from the 8-yard line. Kirk Cousins drops back to throw, ends up connecting with Dalvin Cook, gets us back down to the 3-yard line. Third and goal from the 3. Kirk Cousins under center is going to hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook, who's able to get the edge, makes a man miss, and then fights his way into the end zone for another touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are really just starting to run away with this. I already said this offense is potent as is. We fixed the little. The only thing that I need to fix on this offense is really the offensive line. Still not 100. Oh my God. The Vikings on kickoff are causing fumbles. We're recovering them, and the offense is right back on the field. I mean, and we're taking a deep shot right away to the end zone. I said I'm not gonna take Kyle Rudolph out of the game plan exclusively. He's still gonna get his touches. We take the deep shot to Kyle Rudolph in the back of the end zone. He's able to come up with the catch. But like I was saying before, I was interrupted by the kickoff return team with that fumble. The offensive line on this offense, this Vikings offense, is the only area I still need to improve a little bit. It's not exactly where I would like it to be, but it's better. First and 10, from Kyler Murray ends up finding a receiver. I don't know who it was. It ends up connecting with him up to the 44-yard line. First and 10 from the 44. Murray dropping back, looking for anyone to throw to, and that's not the right guy you want to throw to. He ends up finding Harrison Smith with a beautiful bait there. If you don't believe me, go back and watch that and tell me that's a beautiful bait. Anyways, first and 10, Dalvin Cook just dancing around the hole, just dancing on these Cardinals, able to get the gain for the first down. First and 10 from the 49-yard line, right back to Dalvin Cook. Gets a gain of about 6 yards. Second and 4 from the 44-yard line. 3 minutes left here. We're really just trying to milk this clock. We're going to be handing the ball a lot off to Dalvin Cook. Maybe even sprinkle in Alexander Madison as he's in right here on this 3rd and 3. He's going to get the carry, gets the edge, makes a man miss, makes another man miss, and he's off to the races. Ends up getting stopped, though, right outside the 20-yard line at the 22. And we're just trying to milk this clock away. So you see the 2-minute warning just hit right there. Dalvin Cook gets the gain, picks up the first down. No, gets stopped just short, a yard short. Second and 1, we're going to hand the ball to C.J. Ham. He's able to get a gain down to about the 5-yard line. Oh, they said he stopped at the 6? I don't know. Anyways, we're going to go ahead. We could put up more points here, but what's the point? Our opponent's not going to call his timeouts. We're going to go ahead and need the ball with Madden. And the Minnesota Vikings are going to get out of week 1 in the desert with the win. Amazing performance all overall. Offense, defense, etc., except for Dan Bailey with that one missed field goal. Everybody played perfect. So leave a like if you enjoy. Comment down below what your thoughts are about the season. What are your early predictions? Subscribe for more Vikings franchise gameplays, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Later.
So for Minnesota, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals...